Hey there, it's Jenny B from vitalitybyjenny.com, and today I wanted to talk to you about transitioning your family members into a healthy way of eating. And I also wanted to go over my Thanksgiving experience because I thought it was a really cool experience. So every Thanksgiving we go to Florida for a week to visit Doug's side of the family, and all of his family kind of comes down. Some of us stay on the beach together for the week, and then we all get together on Thanksgiving Day for dinner. And when I first started going to this Thanksgiving tradition, there was actually lots of other food traditions already in place, including, dueling rivalry between where is the best place for breakfast and all the ice cream and sweet treats and that sort of a thing. And I actually made a very, very unhealthy cake to bring as a dessert to Thanksgiving. And they liked it so much that I have to make it every year. So even though it's obviously not anything close to what I would eat anymore, I still made it for them this year. But the nice thing is that his whole family has kind of witnessed my transition, as well as our whole family's transition into a healthy way of eating. So the first year I went there, I wasn't eating healthy at all. So I took part in all of the traditions. I, ate everything, and, it was a very fattening week, but it was still delicious, and of course it was a lot of fun. And, but they have witnessed as I made my transition into vegan, raw foods, and then low-fat raw food, and, my own choosing what I'm going to eat and what I'm not going to eat each year. And then of course, Doug and I having children, and they get to see, what they don't eat, and then Doug transitioning into his healthy diet. So they've kind of witnessed a lot of this transitioning into our healthy diet, and what we kind of do as we get healthier. And I think for most of the years, it's kind of seemed a little bit, extreme for most of the family. And they're open to eating better and what it could do for you, but I just think that what we were doing maybe wasn't what they thought that they would ever want to be doing. But it was interesting this year because we actually had a couple people make us vegan dishes on Thanksgiving Day, because on Thanksgiving Day we do a potluck dinner, and everyone kind of brings a couple of things to share with everybody. And I thought it was really thoughtful and really nice and really interesting that a couple of the family members actually made some vegan dishes just for us, and of course for them to enjoy too. So I was quite excited about that, not only because that means there was more food that we could enjoy, but also because I feel like it was really showing me that people are opening up to this way of eating as well. Other people were beginning to get more interested in healthy eating, in what we were doing, and how they could, incorporate it into their lives. And I thought that was pretty awesome, And it just kind of shows you what you really should be doing in terms of helping your family transition. Because I know it's hard to see your family members after you've made your transition and you are feeling amazing, and you've healed whatever condition it is that you had, or several of them, bad skin, overweight, depression, any health issues like this. There's so many of them that this type of diet can just alleviate. And so you've witnessed this in yourself, and you just want that for your family members. And I know it's hard to watch them go through their own journey and not want to rush in and say, do it my way, do it this way, it's gonna help. But unfortunately, doing it like that isn't usually the best way to go about helping them. So it's hard. I know it's a big learning process to see as you go along. Well, let's see. When I first started raw, I wanted to stop everybody on the street that I saw and just tell them, you should go raw, I couldn't at that time understand why everyone in the world wasn't raw. It was really hard for me to be like, to see other people struggling, and to not think that I had the only answer for them. And it took me a while to see that everybody's on their own journey. Everybody is not ready at this moment to make changes. The people that are open will come to you to help them make the changes. And so that's why I wanted to kind of reach out and tell you today that the best thing that you can do for your family members is to be the best example of a healthy lifestyle that you can be. And not only just what you're eating, but how you feel about what you're eating. How you feel about, you know, not going to the restaurants with them whenever they want to go out to eat, or going with and choosing, you know, not to eat those foods. Whereas they may feel like it's pretty depriving, you know, make it clear that I feel completely content. I feel very fulfilled. I don't feel like I need to eat those foods. I feel, you know, like I'm splurging when I'm eating a ton of fruit, you know, whatever it is that you actually feel, you know, let them know that that you're happy with this, that it can be happy, it can be easy, it can be fun, you know, and that you can still have a normal life even while eating a healthy diet. And so that's going to go the longest in terms of helping someone else to make their transition, because they'll have watched you, they'll have seen your success, and when they're ready to take their next step in their journey, then they'll come to you. And at that point, you just want to help them make the next step. Most people aren't ready to go, you know, 100% low-fat, raw vegan overnight. And so it could be a little bit, they could maybe put up a little bit of a wall if you tell them every single thing that they should be doing all at once. So when they come to you, just help them with one little step, or just suggest, you know, one little change. And then, you know, whenever you see them doing that successfully, then maybe you could just nonchalantly suggest something else in conversation, or, you know, just take it step by step. Don't try to force it all at once. Okay? And so anyway, I hope that helps you in if you are thinking about, you know, struggling with some family members that maybe aren't having the best of health, and you really want to help them out, then, you know, maybe it'll help you to take your own health to the next level. Because instead of focusing on their struggles, focus on how you can portray health the best. And, you know, that'll get the most attention. So on top of that, I wanted to show you guys, I think I had mentioned in another video that we spend Thanksgiving at one of the most beautiful places that I've ever seen. I absolutely love this property. And I took a couple video clips of it while I was down there. I didn't get very many because the boys were running around like crazy, and it's kind of hard to watch them and make sure they didn't jump in the creek or something with the alligators while I was, you know, off filming. So there's only a couple clips, but I just wanted to show you guys this property. It's beautiful. Doug and I even had our wedding reception there, and it was absolutely gorgeous that day. So here's those clips. Yes, you have. You want to sit inside the boat? Well, right now it's turned over. And if you guys would like a free recipe ebook to either help get you started, or to maybe send off to one of those family members to help get them started on the low-fat raw vegan diet, then you can jump on over to www.happysexyhealthy.net and you can grab my free recipe ebook right there. Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.